guys! So this video is a really exciting one. Some of you guys already asked if I would do this video, so I'm so excited that I am. I actually went to the Apple store yesterday and got myself a little goodie. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I had kind of a little bit of a problem getting the phone originally, so I was a little bit salty at the beginning of the day yesterday, but everything worked out, and I kind of talk about this in my vlog, but if I told you guys the story of what happened yesterday, you guys would not believe me. That is how crazy and ridiculous the entire day was. We were there from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. That's how crazy the day was, but if I told you everything that happened, you wouldn't believe me. But I want to put a disclaimer out there that I will forever and ever be a major fan of Apple. Again, I talk about this a little bit in my vlog, but I wanted to brief on it here. They went above and beyond to make sure that my experience was the best. They went above and beyond to make sure that every single flaw or problem that we ran into was resolved. They did not let me leave the store until every single thing was fixed. But that's really not what this video is about. I just wanted to address that I will forever and ever be a huge Apple fan, and I am so grateful to them. If they were to ever see this video, I love you, Apple. Thank you for everything that you did for me yesterday. It was an amazing day, to say the least. So anyway, I got my hands on the new iPhone 8 Plus. This is the first time I've ever had a Plus device. When it first came out in Plus sizes, I thought it was so dorky looking. It was not anything I was interested in. It wasn't until last year's model, the iPhone 7 Plus, that I became addicted. I loved the way that the camera looked. I loved the rose gold that it came in. I just loved and found the 7 Plus model to be so incredibly sexy for a device, and I fell completely in love with it. But I've actually been carrying the iPhone 6, just the basic 6, not 6S, not 6 Plus, just a basic iPhone 6 for the past couple of years. And I did not want to upgrade last year because I knew this year was the 10-year anniversary, and I knew that they actually had something up their sleeve and they were going to make some amazing devices this year. Now, I didn't end up getting the anniversary device, obviously, so I kind of was mad at myself for waiting until this year to upgrade because I wanted the 7 Plus, but you know what? Now that I have the 8 Plus, I love it. I am such a huge fan of it, and I kind of just want to dive in and tell you guys basically everything about it. So I actually have the white silicone case on it right now, but I did actually get it in the gold color. When it says gold, there is nothing yellow gold about it. I don't really know why they're going with gold, because this is most definitely 100% a rose gold type of color. It's got kind of like a nude color to it, like the backing is nude, but the sides are definitely what you would consider a rose gold color. It's not as pinky as obviously their other rose gold models, but it's just so beautiful. So I did end up getting the white silicone case to go on it. I don't know that I 100% am the biggest fan of the white silicone case on the gold model. I feel the white looks awesome on the black one and even the silver one, because the way that the Apple is, it's kind of like a silvery type of color. I think this case would look much better on the silver device, but nonetheless, I love the case. They did come out with a pink sand one, which I was like this close to buying. The pink sand one I think would be the most complimentary case for this phone. Now, when I first got the phone, it is so much bigger than the 6. Like, the comparison is just unbelievable. Not only that, the weight. The 6 is so light. I feel like the weight of this is just so much more likely to be dropped. It's more like slippery, and just the way it feels, this one feels like such a more premium type of phone. Like, I feel like this is definitely 100% a more expensive phone, top of the line phone compared to this. This one has always, ever since the day I got it, has felt cheap to me. I've always liked the glass backing on phones. I loved when the 4 had the glass backing, so I was so excited when I saw the 8s were coming out with glass. Obviously the 10 as well. So it does put a huge weight to it. The size alone makes it heavier, but being glass just definitely takes it to a whole nother level. It's definitely much heavier than the 6. So moving forward to the actual phone itself. Now, I don't really have a lot of apps on here right now to kind of like show you guys like what is on my iPhone. So I don't really want to do a what's on my iPhone video right now. I have iOS 11 on my iPhone 6 and I loved it. I was like, yeah, this is great. It's working great. The only problem I was having with my 6 is that the battery was dying like that. Like, it dies so quickly. So With iOS 11 being on here, and anytime you do any kind of upgrade to your phone, you are taking the risk of, number one, your battery dying quicker, and also, number two, of it making your phone a little bit slower. Once it's like the next year's iOS, you do take that chance that your device will slow down. So having this device for the past 3 years, I didn't realize how slow it was. When I was in the Apple store, they were messing with the device and they're just like, wow, your iPhone 6 is so fast, like we're so impressed. And I'm like, yeah, like isn't it great? And then when I started playing with my iPhone 8 Plus, like after I left the store, I'm like, they were joking that whole time. I just thought it was totally okay. Like for me, it took a little bit for me to definitely be convinced I wanted to upgrade, because I'm like, my 6 works fine, it just dies, but as long as I have battery banks, it's okay. So it took a while for me to even want to upgrade my phone, but obviously I did decide to upgrade my phone, and now you guys won't know what you're missing out on until you do an upgrade. So if you're like me, you have an iPhone 6, anything below an iPhone 6, you're probably telling yourself, my phone's fine, I don't need to upgrade. Honestly, you don't know what you're missing out on until you actually get the new device. So this one, hands down, 100% works a million times better. It's so much faster. The Touch ID is just like seamless. This one, I always had so many problems since day one. It never always recognized my Touch ID. There was just so many problems that like, it would just happen since day one, so I just kind of got used to them. So moving forward, the first thing that I definitely noticed upon getting the device is how much quicker everything on the phone works. The Touch ID works like 99.99999% of the time. It's very rare that it doesn't work. It's seamless. The next thing I would say about it is the photo. As soon as I got this phone, I immediately started taking pictures, and the photos on this device, night and day yet again from the iPhone 6. Or from really any other device I've seen. Now the iPhone 8 Plus does come with like portrait mode, so what it does is it does a bokeh effect, kind of like what I have in the video right now. I am in focus, but the background is blurred. Now I do see how the iPhone is doing it, which makes me think like, why didn't like anyone else think of this? It's actually really smart how they have it set up. But it works beautifully. Like it just looks like you're using a DSLR camera, which is crazy. So besides the picture quality and how fast it works, I love the size of the phone. I think the Plus models are so perfect. So I just quickly wanted to show you a little bit that is on the phone right now. So right now I'm actually doing screen record. So I am actually recording everything that is going on my screen right now. So at the moment, these are the apps that I have going on right now. I deleted a lot of like the factory apps because I didn't care much for them. These are like the only ones I have left. But other than that, these are the only apps that I have just currently at this moment. I always make sure when I get a new iPhone that I set it up as a new device. A new iPhone, a new iPad, a new watch, anything. I set it up as a new device because I don't want all the junk from my last device onto my new one. I want to start fresh. I want everything to be clean. Just to quickly show you the photo quality, this is actually my hubby. But these are just stupid photos I took in the car. We're sitting in the Target parking lot and I just quickly took a few of these stupid photos, and look how amazing they are. Just so crisp and beautiful. I absolutely love them. Another thing that's been a little bit difficult for me to kind of get used to is I didn't have 3D touch on my iPhone 6. So whenever I try to, let's say, combine apps into folders, I have a little bit of trouble knowing how hard to push down. You kind of just want to lightly tap the app. You don't want to push down on it hard. With the iPhone 6, I was always used to really holding it down, because if you hold it down, it brings up the 3D touch and it asks if you want to share the app. There's other things that will come up with the 3D touch depending on what app you are doing it on. So here, obviously the control panel is different, but again, this isn't really like an iOS 11 review. I just kind of wanted to show you the actual device itself. So with iOS 11, you slide up and you now have the control panel. It is different, it is customizable. You do have to add the screen recording option. I thought it came with it, but it doesn't. You have to add that option in your settings, which is really easy to do. So moving on from that, I can't really do like an unboxing, obviously, because I did buy it in store, and when you buy it in store, they tend to open it up for you there because they like to activate your phone, blah, blah, blah. So I can't really do much of like an unboxing, but I can show you guys what comes with it. So this is what the box looks like. It has like a really pretty like rose gold tint to it. I really love that. It just has like the little pamphlet on top, kind of tells you, you know, about your device, user manual, whatever. And then I actually haven't taken anything out of the box yet, except for that just fell out. So you have the earphone that just now fell on the floor, and then it just comes with a block, and then also comes with your charging cable. I've just been using my other one, so I haven't taken these out yet. So that is everything that actually comes in the box itself besides the phone. Now with this phone, it is a wireless charging device. I didn't buy a wireless charger. I don't really know if I need one. I heard that IKEA actually sells like a really cool like table and nightstand and a bunch of different stuff that actually has the wireless charger built into it, which really intrigued me, so it made me want to wait and see if I can get one of those, because I think that's pretty freaking cool. So that feature I really like. I'm trying to just like go over everything that I've noticed like immediately right off the bat, because this is like a first look. This isn't like a review, because this is like a first look, so I'm kind of just like brainstorming like what have I noticed? What is different? What have I noticed? What makes this worth purchasing? Honestly, for anyone who has anything below the iPhone 6s, I would say absolutely 100% upgrade. This phone is sleek, it is sexy, it is beautiful, it is everything that I have wanted. I wanted, like I said, an iPhone 7 Plus since it has come out, and thankfully I have the 8 Plus now. So it is everything that I wanted. It is beautiful, the photos are amazing, the video quality is absolutely amazing. I love the video quality on it. I've been doing a little bit of vlogging on it, just kind of see if it would be something that would replace my vlog camera when I'm out and about. So yeah, I just love this device. I just wanted to quickly show you guys and just kind of go over a few things that I've noticed that would be different than my other devices. If you guys are interested in a what's on my iPhone video once I do finally get all my apps back on my phone, then please leave that request down below. If there's any specific questions that you guys have on the device, feel free to ask and I will let you guys know in the comments. This was just to kind of show you guys, number one, I did end up getting the upgrade, and number two, these were the things that I noticed immediately right off the bat within 24 hours of owning the phone. These are the things that I noticed. So anyway, that is it. Let me know in the comments below if you either got the iPhone 8 or 8 Plus, or if you have decided whether or not you're going to end up purchasing it. Also, let me know if you are interested in getting the iPhone 10. I personally did not like the size of the iPhone 10. The iPhone 10 does have a little bit of drawbacks to it, so I decided to just get the iPhone 8 Plus model, and I like it so much more than the 10, to be honest. I just love it. So anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'm sorry that this video is just kind of all over the place. It's just a one-on-one talk with you guys, and the lighting, of course, typical, loves to go in and out, and that is it. I love you guys. If you have any requests, please let me know down below. Follow me on my social media networks. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you are new. Give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, everyone.